So today, it's cooler today. We don't have the, I don't think we have the same forecast as Central Florida that's supposed to be getting these storms, but you got a breeze, colder temps, and I think it looks gloomier and colder than it feels. But last night after the live stream, and overnight, Michelle will probably end up telling you on her channel, she didn't feel so good. And I have a suspicion, a reasonable suspicion as to why and what caused her to become ill and sick, but it's speculation. But I'll let her tell the story later on today on Scroll Trap. With that, there will also be a mention of another story of a young lady, a Army or Navy veteran. I think it's Navy. And her story in regard to her financial troubles, and a story that may resonate with a lot of folks out there, and a problem, a mistake perhaps, maybe, that's easily made in this pursuit of debt consolidation. Because debt consolidation, really, it isn't like a great thing. Debt consolidation is just a bundle. It's simplified. And what it does is, think about it. If somebody has 5 open lines of debt, 5 different payments, 5 different accounts to keep up with, 5 pains in the ass, then it kind of paints a picture for their debt tolerance level to be able to acquire 5 or more. But we'll just use 5 as an example. So from there, you go to consolidate your debt. And the debt consolidation just takes your 5 into 1. And now you have 1 big payment instead of 5 smaller payments. Okay? So what does that do? It doesn't really do anything. I mean, if you wanted to, you could just put all those 5 payments on auto pay and not have to worry about it. But really what debt consolidation does is it triggers, they want you to fall back into the hole. So it triggers the consumer and their brain, tricks them into thinking, well, I've only got 1 debt that I owe, this consolidated debt. So I had 5 before, so if I get another one, it's not so bad, or another 2, it's not so bad. And it just puts you back into this cycle of having a large debt that was a consolidation of smaller debts, and then racking up more smaller debts that you'll probably be looking to consolidate then again. And thus we go round and round the merry-go-round. So, in my opinion, debt consolidation it's not good, because it doesn't necessarily tackle the problem, which is the debt. which is the paying off of the debt, which is not incurring more debt. But they don't want you to know that, because that's not how they make money. That's not how this game works, okay? It is, in essence, in fact, entirely a game that they play to win. And do they play fair? That's subjective. But I think that, I guess the question is a game that's played considered to be fair or unfair based on the participants and players' knowledge of the game? If you go to Las Vegas and you walk into a casino and you decide to play a game which will ultimately require a financial ante, and you lose, and you lose, and you lose, and you lose, and you lose your money, and you keep losing your money, is that unfair? Is that game unfair? Is it rigged? I mean, it's Vegas, so yeah, I'm sure it's rigged. But a lot of folks are professionals and they make a lot of money in Vegas and other casinos. But the difference being, they know how to play the game. They know the rules. So, in essence, is a game unfair if the players don't know how to don't know the rules? Because that would then make debt and credit cards and loans and managing debt and personal finances and financial audits and all these different things, would that make it fair that these companies do these things to take advantage of consumers and their lack of education and training to know how to play the game? But is it their responsibility to tell you when you sit down at the blackjack table that you need to know how to play before you bet? So that's what I wonder. Is it fair? Is it fair because they do things that they're legally allowed to do, but they don't bother trying to inform and educate those who engage in these different legal activities that could ultimately wipe them out and ruin them financially? So debt consolidation, man, I need a debt solution. I need more money, less bills, greater discipline, more financial wisdom and education and financial discipline. I may need an umbrella because I just saw some raindrops coming down. But the debt consolidation, it's affecting a lot of people. But I think the simplest form of, there's some thunder. Okay, I stand corrected about this weather situation. We got thunder, we got some raindrops. But honestly though, I think just like we were having a conversation yesterday about savings, money, savings, improving your financial position, getting a better budget, it comes down to the knowledge, the information, the education, and then the execution by way of practicing, training, mastering, and discipline. So I got this article here, and it's from the Motley Fool, and it's the 5 dividend royalty, 5 fabulous stocks to buy now for decades of passive income. And I wanted to share this with you guys. Some of the key points here is that these companies have all paid and raise dividends for at least 50 years. The secret, they ask, question mark? Diversified products sold globally that consumers buy repeatedly. And these 5 stocks are slow and steady wealth builders that dominate their markets. So now my screen's getting wet, so it's hard to scroll because these raindrops. I don't know if the GoPro's picking up the raindrops, but in addition to the rain, today would be day 7 in a row of Michelle and I getting out and getting our walk on, our beach walk on, or just a walk. We did a walk yesterday. I don't know how many miles we walked, but we walked for like 2 hours. And I'm gonna have to run because this rain is I'm about to get soaked. So I need to get to cover. I need to get to some cover. So yesterday we walked for like 2 hours. I put that video up this morning on the other channel. So today would be day 7 in a row. But based on the current levels of soreness and what she went through last night, we may not be, and this rain that I obviously don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to weather. And maybe it's just rain. It's not like crazy storms like Central Florida. But all things considered, we will probably forego a walk today. So instead, I'm anticipating hitting the gym instead. And then we'll pick our walk back up tomorrow. Well, while I'm standing here dodging this rain or waiting out the rain, we'll go over this article. It says, buy these stocks and get rich slowly. Most people love the idea of buying an outstanding stock and holding it forever. One great decision that builds wealth for you for decades without any additional action needed. But the reality is that finding individual stocks capable of such hands-free maintenance is extremely hard. My idea of a forever company would have to meet some important criteria. For example, it sells products people buy frequently and without a second thought. A recession-proof business, meaning it thrives in good times and bad. Has a long history of growing profits and sharing them with investors. A group of stocks called dividend kings fit the mold, this mold. These companies have paid and raised dividends for at least 50 consecutive years. That means thriving despite recessions, wars, pandemics, and more. Here are 5 such companies with winning formulas poised to continue paying growing dividends to you for the foreseeable future. So we're just going to run down the list here. Coca-Cola is 1. Procter & Gamble is 2. PepsiCo is 3. Lowe's is 4. And Colgate-Palmolive is 5. So I'm not going to go into every single detail of this article. If you guys are interested, by all means, go check out Motley Fool. And I'm going to see if I can make it back without getting drenched. I think this metal roof is making it sound like it's raining harder. It's a little bit it's like just misting. Got some folks behind me. They're walking through it. I think I'm gonna make a run for it. Hey, you guys enjoy, and I'll see you on the next one.